Just let yourself drop in by slowly close your eyes, soften your gaze. And just let your hands hang by your side naturally. And if you want to create a deeper connection with your breath, you can bring one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Notice that your breath starts slowing down when you're trying to bring attention to your breath. You just naturally get elongated. And don't hesitate to give your knees extra support by placing pillows or blocks next to your thighs. If you don't like your knees just hanging there. Or the shapes we're practicing on the mat is just a container of our practice. So make sure you give yourself enough support, enough compassion whenever you need to. If you're still having a little bit difficulty dropping in, maybe start paying attention to the rise and fall of your chest, your belly, your rib cage, along with your inhale and exhalation. Take as much time as you need to settle in. And feel free to stay in the Supta Baddha Konasana with open awareness meditation. If you like to proceed to pranayama, you can bring your right hand fisted, and release your right thumb and your ring finger and your pinky. Bring it to Vishnu Mudra. And we'll practice Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing today, just to balance it out. To start, block your right nostril with your thumb and breathe in through your left. And close your left with your ring finger and release your thumb and breathe out through your right nostril. Breathe in through your right nostril. Close your right. And release your ring finger and let it out through your left. That is one round. We'll do a couple more rounds together. Breathe in through your left nostril. Close it. And let it out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Close your right. And let it out through your left. One more time together. Breathe in through your left. Close your left. And let it out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Close your right. And let it out through your left. Couple more rounds on your own with your own pace. Try to match the length of your inhalation with your exhalation. Oftentimes our inhale is a little bit longer than our exhale. Maybe you can add a count just to bring yourself attention to make the match. And if you like to, you can also introduce a little bit pause between them just to pacify your nervous system a little bit. After this round, finish 2 more rounds. Each round, finish with exhalation through your left nostril. And whenever you're done, straighten your legs and keep your gaze soften on the spot. And hug your left knee in, circle with your left knee. In the meantime, press your right stick bone into the ground when you're doing the circling. And bring the sole of your left foot into your right inner thigh. We're mimicking a Rakshasana, tree pose on the ground. Option to stay here. And mind the space into your left hip socket. You can also draw your left knee into your chest and grab the pinky edge of your left foot with your left hand. Half happy baby. Keep pressing that right shoulder, right stick bone into the ground. And if you have a strap with you, you can loop the strap around the ball of your left foot and straighten the left foot, step the heel, left heel toward the sky. Sense the stretch of your left hamstrings. Flex your left foot, pull your left toes toward your face. Whether you have a strap or not, maybe you can start turning your left leg slightly out to the left. Pause for a moment. Check in how your physical body reacting to it, how your mind reacting to it. Make sure this is not disturbing your mind practice. And if it feels fine, keep lowering a little bit more to the point where you feel it challenging, but also not uncomfortable. You can bring your right hand to your right hip just to make sure that, imagine your body is like a door right now, that you're opening that left side, but your hinge is not being broken. Deep inhale. And exhale, let everything smoothly out. One more big inhale, reaching your right leg long. And exhale, let it out. And slowly bring your left leg back to center. And release the strap, you have it. We'll switch side. Hug your right knee into your chest and circle with your right knee. Make sure your left hip is grounded to the and bring the sole of your right foot into your left inner thigh. Press your right knee into the ground. Make space in that right hip socket. Keep your body long, just like a tree, keep growing. And if you like to, you can grab the pinky edge of your right foot with your right hand. Half happy baby. Option to stay here, Or you can loop the strap around the ball of your right foot. Hold the straps with your right hand and step the right heel toward the sky. Invite some sensation into the back of that right leg. Pull the right toes into your face. And make sure you have a steady foundation on the left side of your body. Then start slowly hinge open the right leg towards the right side. Pause for a moment just to check in. And if it feels fine, continue lower it down to the point that's challenging, but also keep the space for you to reflect. You can always prop a blog or book underneath your right leg for the support as well. Two more big inhale. Exhale, feel the energy going all the way down to your left heel. Next, inhale, slowly bring your leg back to center. Release the strap you have it. And hug your knees in to rock side to side. Give your back some nice massage here. And extend your legs long. Extend your arms overhead. And growing both directions towards your heel, towards your wrist. Inhale, extend your arms toward the sky. Exhale, slowly come up. Press the back of your legs toward the ground. I'll face this way. Slightly open your legs about the width of your mat or even wider. Make sure your spine is long and straight. If you don't, you can pop something like a blanket or pillow underneath your sit bones. Or you can just simply fold your mat partially, give you that extra height. Extend your arms long toward the side. Inhale, reaching through the crown of your head toward the sky. And exhale, twist towards the left. Keep your both arms long and straight. And pulse your right hand towards your left pinky. Come back to center. And left hand towards your right pinky. Come up. Make sure you're flexing both feet so your toes are facing towards you. And switch side. One more time on each side. Feel the back of the legs getting long. And when you come back to center, bring your arms toward the sky and slowly bring the prayer in front of your heart. Crisscross your legs, whatever way you'd like to. And come up to table pose for Manasana. Your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips. The spine is straight. Press into the shins of your both legs. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone up. Uttanasana, cow pose. Next, round your back up. Madhyasana, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, round your back up. Couple more rounds on your own. Option to flip your palm so your fingers are pointing towards your knees. Just add some nice wrist stretch here, especially if you work with a keyboard and smells a lot. You can also reverse the inhale and exhale with cow and cat. There's nothing wrong just to do some experiment here. And when you're ready, come back to neutral. Step your left foot long. Just walk back and forth and feel the weight shifting between your hand heels and your knuckles. Continue stretching the back of the left leg. And lift that left heel to the height of your hips. Options to stay here. You can also extend your right arm by your right ear. But it's only that you feel like this does not throw you into an uncomfortable position. If you need that support, definitely keep your right hand down. What we're gonna do is pretty challenging, so give yourself the support that you need. And start slowly open the left leg towards the left side. Bring it back to center and open it to the side. When you're opening to the left side, make sure that you're shifting weight in the left hand so your right hip is not shifting too much. Last time, open the left leg to the left side and step the left foot outside of your left hand. Press your right hand down, extend your left hand up. Twisting to the left. Rotate your ribs toward the sky. And from here, you're shifting weight into the right shin and your right hand. And start slowly lift your left foot up again and step it toward the back. Supported half moon. And if you need extra support, always drop the left foot down for supported side plank. This way, so you can sit. You can also kickstand the right shin slightly out. Just give you a little bit more surface at the bottom. Option to lift the left foot to the height of the hip. And carefully, with control, step that left foot to the front outside the left hand again. You're back to that low lunge. Kickstand your right leg out towards the left side and walk your hands to the right side. Bring your left arm onto the left thigh. And extend right arm toward the sky. You're in a supported side angle. And bring the right hand to the back of the mat. And extend your left arm by your left ear. Option to extend the left leg again. So we're back into the supported half moon, but in a different direction. And release your left leg down and walk your hands back to the front. Inhale, arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Lower your pelvis toward the ground. And exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together and straighten your left leg, balancing on your left heel. Inhale, arms up again, lower your pelvis down. And exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your chest. Last time like that. And both hands down, inside of the left foot, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Malasana, yoga squat. Bring your hands to prayer. Use your elbows to fight against with your thigh bones. Inhale, extend your left arm out, right arm up. Release your left ear toward your left shoulder. Option to stay here. You can also flip your top palm and bring to the low back for half bind. One more big inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Press your palms together. Extend your right arm out and your left arm up. And release your right ear towards your right shoulder. Option for that half bind if you need to. Always feel free to slide a block underneath your sit bones if you're having trouble with this. Everybody's body is different, even in Malasana. Bring back to center, press your palms together. Hands down, lift your hips up, come to Uttanasana. Heel toe your feet to parallel with each other with the hips distance. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Hands on your shin or on blocks. And exhale, fold over the legs. Twice more like that. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, fold over the legs. Empty breath, slowly roll up. Inhale, arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, hand to your heart center by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring your palms together. And right hand grab your left wrist and side bend to the right. 2 more long breaths there. Feel breathing into the left side body, the left armpit. And exhale, come back to center, switch side. Come back to center and dive over your legs. Come back to Uttanasana, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Next, Uttanasana, step back with left and right, come to high plank. Take a 1 long breath in the high plank. You can always drop your knees down if you need to, but maintain the strong plank pose, even with your knees down. An option to chaturanga all the way down to your belly. Hug your elbows towards your chest. And bend into chaturanga and lower down all the way to your belly. Keep your hands by your chest. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Above your feet, and exhale, lower down to your belly. One more time like that. And exhale, release down. Hands by your side and push to high plank. And we'll meet in your first down dog today. If this is your first down dog in a while, make sure that you pedal through your legs side by side. Just give some room and space into the backs of your legs to provide flexibility there. And if you have wrist issue or shoulder issue, you can always just come down to child pose. Balasana. Inhale, rock forward into high plank. And drop the knees, come back to table pose. We do that on the other side. Step your right leg back, just rock back and forth. Shift the weight between your wrist and your knuckles. Press the back of the right leg toward the sky. Option to lift your left arm by your left ear while you're lifting up your right leg to the height of your hip. Inhale, reaching through both the right heel and your left fingertips. And exhale, start slowly open the right leg towards the right side. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, open to the side. Twice more like that. Last time when it's open, lightly step the right foot outside your right hand. Left hand down, right hand up. Simple twist. Rotate the right shoulder open. And from there, you can kickstand your left leg, left shin slightly out for support. And then carefully lift up your right leg and step it back to support a half moon. And always lower down the right leg. Bring it into a supported high plank. Side plank. Use that right side body to lift yourself up. And carefully draw the right knee into your chest and step it outside the right hand again. And kickstand your left knee out to the right side. Bring your right arm onto the right thigh. Come to side angle with support. Bend into your right leg and come up. See out your arms into supported warrior two. Bring your left hand to the left side and extend your right leg long. Supported half moon. Lower right foot down and walk your hands toward the front again. Both hands in. Climb your hands along with your legs. Inhale, extend your arms by your ears. Low lunge. And exhale, straighten your right leg. Come up to your right heel and cactus your arms. Inhale, lower your pelvis down. And exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, spread your collarbone, straighten your front leg. Both hands down in front of your right leg. And step your left foot outside of your left hand. Bring your hands to prayer. Malasana. Inhale, extend your right hand outside. Fight the right up arm bone with your right leg. Extend your left arm up. You can bring yourself into the half bind again. And if you like to, you can also circle the right arm along with your right knee. And maybe grab the left hand behind you for full bind. Continue releasing your right ear toward the right shoulder. If you have the bind, release from it. And bring palms back to center. Extend your left arm out, right hand up. And bring yourself into the half bind or full bind, your choice. Whenever you're ready, come back to Malasana, hands down, hips up. And heel toe your feet into hips distance, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs. Twice more like that. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flatten your back. And exhale, fold over the legs. One more time. Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Empty your breath. And slowly roll up. Inhale, arms up. And hands to your heart center by your side, Tadasana. Arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, left hand grab your right wrist and side bend to the left. Stay there for 2 long breaths. Breathe into the right side body. And exhale, come back to center and switch side. And come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart. And by your side, Tadasana. Getting really sweaty here. We're going to flow through a couple rounds of traditional Surya Namaskar B. If you like to practice any other salutation that you are familiar with, go ahead. Otherwise, inhale, sit into Uttanasana, chair pose. Arms forward and up. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, step your left and right, come into high plank. Take a big inhale. Next, I'll move to Chaturanga, bend into halfway, and slide into back bend of your choice with an inhale. Could be Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. And exhale, push your hips up to downward facing dog. Bring your left foot into your left hand. Pin down your right foot. The right toes about 45 degrees towards the right ground. But you make your adjustment. Inhale, arms up by your ears. And release your shoulders away from your ears. Make sure that, let's do this really traditionally. So make sure that your pelvis is actually facing forward. You might need to adjust your foot and your legs to achieve that. Next, hands down, step back to high plank. Move to your vinyasa again. If this is too much on your shoulders, feel free to skip vinyasa in between. And exhale, push to downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right hand. Spin down your left heel. And come up to Virabhadrasana 1. And hands down. Move to your vinyasa. And exhale, push to Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Stay here for about 3 rounds of breath. Use the pause just to reflect, to check in. Appreciate that self-compassion given to yourself by bringing yourself into this mat. Push your heels toward the ground. Spin your biceps toward the front. And the bottom for next exhale, bend your legs, looking forward, step by step, a hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into chair pose, Uttanasana. Hug your knees together. And exhale, hand to your heart center by your side. That is 1 round. Let's fold 2 more rounds together. Inhale, sit into chair. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, step right and left into high plank. Knees up or down. And move through your vinyasa. Inhale, slide into your back bend. And exhale, push into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Step your right foot into your right hand. Spin down your back foot. Inhale, arms up by your ears. Virabhadrasana 1. And exhale, hands down, step back to high plank. Move through your vinyasa. And exhale, we'll meet at downward facing dog. Pull your right foot into your right hand. Spin down your left foot. Bend into your right leg. Come up. And exhale, hands down. Step into high plank. Move through vinyasa or skip it. And push to Ardha Mukha Svanasana, 3 rounds of breath here. Make sure you're in a position that allows yourself to reflect. This pose not supposed to be painful. If it is, change it into something that makes more sense to you, to your body right now. Bottom of the exhale, bend into your legs step by step, a half forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Next exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into chair, arms forward and up. Next exhale, hand to your heart center by your side, Tadasana. Last round, sit into chair, Uttanasana. Next exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Next exhale, you can step by step, or you can keep your elbows bent. Jump back to Chaturanga directly. Inhale, pour into your vinyasa. And exhale, we'll meet a downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Spin down your right foot. Keep your left leg bent. Inhale, arms up by your ears. Warrior 1. Make sure your pelvis facing forward. And exhale, hands down. Step back to high plank. You can keep the left foot lifted if you like to add a little bit more core strength. And pull through your vinyasa. Next, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Switch side, right foot to right hand. Come up to Warrior 1. Next, hands down. Step back with right foot. You can keep it lifted if you like to. Chaturanga. Inhale, pull into your back bend. And exhale, we'll meet a downward facing dog. Last little bit pause moment here. Bottom of the next exhale, bend into your legs step by step, a half forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Next exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into chair. Next exhale, hands to your heart center by your side, Tadasana. I'm getting really sweaty here. In Tadasana, maybe close your eyes. Just be checking in again. Making sure that you're giving yourself what you need instead of pushing yourself into a pose that you're not ready for. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Start shifting weight into your right foot and draw your left knee into your chest. You can bring your hands on your hips just to keep it stable. And start circle around with your left knee. Continue inviting space into the left hip socket. You can switch direction. And use your left hand to help to bring the sole of your left foot into your right thigh. And press your right thigh bone into the sole of your left foot. And press the sole of your left foot into the right thigh bone. Option to stay here. And if you need support, you can always bring yourself nearby a wall or use a chair. And if you got it, feel like you got a steady foundation. You can bring your hands to prayer and start slowly float the prayer above your head. Make sure you find just the gaze in front of you. If you like if you want more chest opening, you can also open your arms and reverse prayer. Bring the prayer between your shoulder blades. If you have your hands above your head, start slowly dropping back in front of your chest. And start slowly bend into your right leg. Make sure you have something in front of you that as a support. You can land your right hand onto the block or something. And start open your left leg, straighten your left leg, and open your left arm toward the sky into Warrior Two. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And bend into your right leg and land the left foot down into Warrior Two. Because we've been on the right leg for so long, so we're gonna straighten your right leg and reverse Trikonasana. Nothing fancy here. Just give our right leg a break. Reaching to the right fingertips and bend into your right leg again, Warrior Two. Rest your right arm on your right thigh. Extend your left arm by your left ear, side angle. You can also bring the right hand to inside of your right foot. Just making sure that your torso is still being lifted instead of solely counting on the right thigh. And from here, if you have the block, you can bring your right hand on the block, then straighten the right leg, and extend your left arm toward the sky into Trikonasana triangle. If you don't have the block, you can just rest your right hand on your right shin. Keep the spine long and reaching forward, so you're not compressing the space between your right side body and the top of your right leg. We bend into your right leg, both hands down, and start walk your hands towards the left upper corner of your mat, away from your pelvis. You can come up to your fingertips. And start slowly walk your hands back towards your pelvis and bend into your left leg. Straighten your right leg, point the right toes toward the sky, and side bend into your right, Skandasana. Straighten your left leg, point the left toes toward the sky. You can move slowly between sides. You can also just passing through on a breath phase. The next time when you bend into your left leg, bring your right hand down and extend your left arm up. Come to that simple lunge again, simple twist in this runner's lunge. And start slowly walk that left leg to the halfway between your hand and your right foot. Come up to the pinky edge of your right foot and lower your pelvis down. Inhale, push your hips up. Extend your left arm over your left ear and lower your hips down. One of my favorite poses. It's difficult for me, but feeling really graceful when I'm doing this. And when your hips are high up again, you can use your left hand to help to bring the sole of your left foot to the right inner thigh. Just like when you're standing, you're in a tree again, but on your right foot and your right hand. Find a spot that you can gaze on. And if you like to challenge yourself, you can bring your gaze toward the sky, to the left fingertips. And slowly release your left hand and step your left foot outside of your left hand. And step your right foot to the front, come to Malasana. Hands down, push hips up. Inhale, out of Uttanasana, and exhale, fold over the legs. Roll up, hands toward the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, and hands through your heart center, Vyasaya Tadasana. Okay, if you're nearby a wall or you have a chair, make sure you use it. If this is your first time doing it, we're gonna proceed to Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. So if you're nearby a wall, so make sure that when you're standing, one of your hands can touch it. If you have a strap or something similar, loop it around the ball of your left foot. Hug your left knee into your chest and make sure that you're hugging the right outer hip in toward the center and pressing down to the right foot. It's perfectly fine if you want to stay here. And if you have a strap, you can stand that left leg long toward the front. There's already a lot going on here. If you want to open the hips, extend your right arm out first. And start open that left leg toward the left side. It's okay to be wobbly. And release from it if you have it. Just shake your legs and step your right foot back a little bit. Just roll over the right ankle. Switch direction. When you're ready, come back to Tadasana. We switch side. Bring the weight into the left foot. And bring the right knee into your chest. And open the right hips by circling around the right knee. Actually, make sure you have a block to pull tight at the front of the mat, which I should have mentioned in the last round. And use your right hand to bring the sole of your right foot into the left inner thigh. Press into each other and keep that right knee open. Option to bring your hands to prayer. Find the spot in front of you to gaze on. Option to start slowly float your prayer above your head. If this doesn't work for you, you can try to lower that right foot into your right shin, right calf, or even on the ground or on a block, as long as you're not resting it on your left knee. If you, like last round, if you want some chest opening, you can bring that reverse prayer into this tree as well. And start slowly, come back down and bend into your left leg. And step that right foot toward the back. Straighten that right leg, open the right hip, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Lightly with control, lower down that right foot. Come into warrior two. Virabhadrasana. Push into the pinky of your right foot. Straighten your left leg, just give it a break and reverse it. Right hand resting on your right leg, left arm by your left ear, reaching long to the left fingertips. And exhale, bend into your left leg again. Warrior two. Rest your left arm on the top of your left thigh. Extend your right arm by your right ear, side angle. Option to bring your left hand inside of your left foot. Roll the chest open, roll the rib cage open. And from here, you can use the block or you can rest your left hand on your left shin. Straighten your left leg, Trikonasana triangle pose. Do not sacrifice space for the physical posture. We bend into your left leg and walk your hands both towards the right corner, upper corner of your mat. Come up to your fingertips. Extend your arms long. Both legs standing strong, left leg bent, right leg straight. Feeling energy pushing into the pinky edge of the right foot. And start slowly walk your hands back into your chest and bend into your right leg. This time maybe bring your hands into prayer. Straighten your left leg, point the left toes toward the sky. And if you like to, you can keep your hands in prayer and bend into your left. Straighten your right. Switch side to side. Skandasana. Last time when you're bending to right, pivot onto the ball of your left foot, left hand down, right hand up. Do that simple twist again. You can to the side. You can start slowly walk your right foot to the center of the mat and come up to the pink edge of your left foot. Inhale, reaching to the right fingertips and reach that hips high. And exhale, lower the hips down toward the ground. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, lower it down. Twice more like that. Last time when you are up, use your right hand to help bring the sole of your right foot onto the left inner thigh. Point that right knee into the sky and extend your right arm up. Find an adjusted gaze. Bring the right hand down and right leg outside of your right hand. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Come to Malasana, yoga squat. Both hands down, push your hips up. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over the legs. Empty breath, roll up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hand to your heart center by the side, Tadasana. Utthita Hasta Padangustasana on the other side. Make sure you're nearby the wall again if you need it. And if you have the strap, you can bring the strap around your neck in case you need it. Bring the right leg, your right knee into your chest. If you have the strap, you can loop the strap around the ball of your right foot. And if you don't have a strap, you can just use your peace fingers grabbing the right big toe and just keep your right leg straight, slightly bent. Hug your left outer hip in. Inhale, reaching long through the crown of your head. Exhale, step your right leg forward. Option to stay here. Or just like what we did on our back at the beginning of the class, slowly open the right leg to the side. To the point that you feel changing but not sacrificing your balancing. And release from it. Grab it. Shake your legs and step your left foot back and roll over your left ankle. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, step your right leg back. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Low lunge. Exhale, release down your right hand, left arm up. Come back to the simple twist again. But this time, try to come up to the left pinky edge of your left foot. And use your left hand, push that left knee out. And twist open to the left side. Option to stay here. If you like some quad stretch, you can pull the right heel toward the right sit bone and grab the right foot with your left hand. And drop the pelvis even lower if you want some back bending in this. And slowly, carefully release the bind if you have it. And move the right foot behind your left foot behind your left wrist. And left knee behind the left wrist. Half pigeon. Get yourself comfortable in this half pigeon, stretching that left outer hip that has been hugging in during the standing balancing. Slide something like a blanket or block underneath your left hip if you need support over there. Option to stay up, or you can slowly come down to your elbow. Stack your hands and rest your forehead on the top of your hand. When you're ready, start use your hand to support yourself up and step your left foot back into high plank and push to the downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lift your left leg up, open the left hip, just to let the space in the left hip crease open again, which has been compressed during the half pigeon. You can move to a vinyasa to open the space even more. You can also step that left foot to the right side, flip your dog, pushing to the right hand, press your hips toward the sky, and carefully come back to center. Lower your left foot down, and step your right foot forward, drop your left knee down, inhale, arms up. Low lunge, and lower your left hand down, your right hand up, simple twist. Come up to the pinky of the right foot. Use your right hand to push that right knee open, drop your pelvis down. Continue rotate your chest open. Option to stay here. You can also pull your left knee, left heel into your left sit bone. Reach back with your right hand. Create a bind. One more big inhale. Next, exhale, carefully let that leg go. And heel toe the right foot behind the left wrist. And your right knee behind the right wrist. The half pigeon on your right side. Same thing if you want some extra support underneath your right hips. It's like a pillow or a block. Whenever you're comfortable. I mean, it's difficult to be comfortable in half pigeon, but when you're relatively comfortable, start slowly. Come down to your elbows and stack your hands and rest your forehead on the top of the hand. It's common that when we start getting into slow pose like this, our mind get busy again. Don't beat yourself up for that. Just embrace it and just observe it. Just like at the beginning of the class when we're trying to settle in, continue to use the sound of breath to keep you focused. Whenever you're ready, start slowly support yourself up. And step back to high plank and push your hips back up to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, open the right hip. And add some circles just to let the blood flowing again. Option to move to another vinyasa, especially upward facing dog to let the blood flow. You can also flip your dog. Carefully come back to center. Lower down to your knees. And flip around, come up to your thumbs. Open your legs wide, straight. Just like we did it at the beginning of the class, but possibly even wider since we have more space in our hip sockets now. Bring the right hand onto your right shin, or you can even grab the right big toe with your right piece fingers. And now extend the left arm up and bring it over your left ear, you can side bend to the right. And if it's available, maybe you can even grab the right toes with your left hand. Continue flexing both feet. Contract your quadriceps, pushing the back of the legs toward the ground. And slowly release from it. Switch side. Left hand onto the left leg, or you can bring a block inside of your leg if you need it. If it's available, you can grab the big toes with your left fingers. And extend your right arm by your right ear. Side bend to the left. Start slowly release from it. And start walk your hands toward the front. Make sure that your spine is long though, so you're not sacrificing the quality of your spine for folding forward. We're folding at our hip space, not our spine. This pose is always so challenging for me. So I'm always welcome some extra space underneath my hips, giving me that support. So make sure you give yourself what you need to settle in this pose. It's fine, you're still your spine is high up or your chest is totally on the ground. I don't think it makes that big of a difference in our daily life where you are in this pose. Start slowly walk your hands back towards you. And bring the soles of feet together, come to Baddha Konasana. Just hands, give your feet a nice squeeze, use your elbows to push your knees open and fold over the legs again, one last time. Slowly come up. Bring your hands behind your hips, your knees, your feet are feet wide, knees knocking together. You can just swing the knees side to side. Our hip should be really flexible at this point of the sequence. Use this moment to get a taste of the extra space in our hip sockets. And whatever way you like to, come all the way down to your belly, getting ready for Shavasana. Hug your knees in one last time. Feeling that your low back extended when you're hugging your knees in. And extend your legs long. If you want a little bit back bending at the end of the class, you can come up to bridge or even wheel if that's in your practice. And if you like to try something different, you can bring your hands underneath your palms. And puff your chest up, come up to the crown of your head. So you're bending your elbows. Come to fish pose. You can also do the same thing with a block underneath your shoulder blades. Do the same trick, but with extra support. Whichever pose you are, slowly come out of it. Just let your legs long, let your hands casually by your side again, just like the beginning of the class. Practice Shavasana just like any other pose that we practice today, with intention and self-compassion. So slowly close your eyes if you haven't done so. Let your knees naturally fall open. Let your body sinking into the space beneath you. Shavasana. If you're not rushing to anywhere after the practice, feel free to stay in Shavasana if you like to. And if you're ready to come back out, start wiggling your fingers, your toes, gently sway your head side to side. And roll up onto your right side. Pause there for a moment. Practice the transition just as careful as a flow. Use your hands to support yourself to come up to a seated pose. Possibly the eyes still closed. Your hands are your knees, palms facing down, so we're not rushing ourselves into receiving the voice from the world around us. All the physical postures we practice today are just a vessel for our mind practice. And if you notice that the self-compassion you brought into your practice today, walk off the mat with it into your daily life. Bring your palms together and bring your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you.